Welcome to another Thirst Quencher, and today we are reviewing not one, but two
fucking bangers.
Two features for you guys today.
Haters.
Bang my head against the wall.
I'm gonna go with the vibes here. I think we're gonna review Black Adam first.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then we're gonna review Halloween Ends.
So make sure you look down below in the description, and we should have its timestamp where each one of them begins.
Yes,
absolutely.
And today we are drinking a gift from my brother who went to Wisconsin. It is Nuclear's Brewing Strawberry Rhubarb.
Yeah, we're drinking a gift.
Fruit ale.
It is delicious.
Yeah, it tastes like wine.
And I like this one because this is the first time ever it has a fruit name. And it actually tastes like the thing. And not like you motherfuckers lied to me. You tell me like this tastes like chocolate, this one tastes like coffee, and then they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, I can taste that. This time I can actually taste this.
Choose some raw chocolate, buddy. We'll see we're right.
Like it did taste like chocolate. Just
I'm gonna take
chocolate.
a sip.
Get your taste buds up, son.
or wear them down.
Yeah,
as we were just
one of the two. Whatever works.
Speaking of getting worn down, guys.
No,
that's not how I want to start. 15 years, guys. 15 years running, and we have finally witnessed the game changer.
It happened.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Black Adam came out. Guys.
We asked for this for decades.
We sure did.
He asked for this for decades.
He sure did.
He chose a character. And he was like, "I'm doing this one."
I'm sticking to this one.
No one else. Like not Jon Stewart, not actual Shazam. You want to be Black Adam
because he is not a hero. He is an anti-hero.
That's right.
And it's different.
It's different because one is a hero and the other one gets to kill people.
We've never had heroes that do both, sir. So
okay.
So have you not seen The Spirit?
We've never had heroes.
Did you not watch Batman v Superman?
We've never had heroes that can do both.
Spawn.
Okay. Shut up. Also, I do want to say how I think it's really funny that every time they show the DCEU like heroes line up, the Green Lantern is white. Even though Zack Snyder tried to convince us forever that he shot all this footage with the Green Lantern dude.
But this is the thing. This is what the Snyder trolls were complaining about last episode that we had, right?
Oh, that's right.
He's trying to kill the Snyderverse.
He's killing the Vision guy.
And this movie was a whopping 2 hours and 4 minutes of jam-packed action sequences.
Certainly a lot of action.
Like nonstop early 90s action.
Love it.
Yeah, early 2000s.
I enjoyed it.
It is.
I had fun.
It was. I did. I was entertained by it. This is the newest installment of. I don't even know if we can call this the DCU anymore. This might be the DCU .2.
No, it's the Johnson verse.
It's a 2 point. Yeah, it's the Johnson verse. DC more like DJ.
Dwayne.
Yeah, DJ DCEU. That's a new one right there. But yeah, 15
so far we
years,
have
guys.
all the working pieces together. Okay, we have more Amanda Waller. All right, these are the working pieces that they put out so far. Amanda Waller's working.
They're certainly pieces.
They kept Amanda Waller. They kept the Shazam wizard. He's there. Like, see, we remembered. So. I mean, he could have not been there. The movie would have still worked. But they made. I like that. I'm happy that at least they understand that there were other movies before this one, and it's not like the beginning of the universe.
But you know what? I also when we talking about this movie and what it's done good, I think we should start with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I really like how they were able to. I think they're finally starting to get it. We don't need all of these. Intros to these heroes. There's thousands of them. They've been there for 50 years. I think Marvel is starting to kind of understand that as well.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to go dwell into everybody's coming story, right?
Right.
You know, this is a working universe where people just appear and, hey, if you're interested, there's a gigantic Wikipedia where you can just go.
Absolutely.
Only if you don't plan on selling merch, you know.
I mean, that's how you get merch.
But honestly, I'm about to buy me some Hawkman merch. But Buddy was killing it.
I'm saying it.
Buddy was killing it.
He looked
great.
As long as you present a good package, as long as you make these characters look pretty, they're going to sell. Nobody's going to give a shit. Nobody wants to go back and understand the complexities of Dr. Fate, so they don't bother to really explain it. He's just a cool guy.
I have like picking,
and I kind of respect that.
Yeah, like picking back on what you were talking about. Like I do appreciate honestly like my favorite parts are everything that isn't Black Adam himself. Like I really like
1 second.
Wow.
And we're back.
We are back. We just stepped out of an episode of Ozark. Guys. I feel dangerous.
So, and this actually goes very well with what this entire day has been of.
murder.
We had to. My dog's got a hold of a raccoon, and in typical Mike Myers fashion,
yeah, hey,
It got wishboned.
Yeah, and we had to clean it up.
We gave it a burial.
in the garbage bag.
Recycling.
Oh my god.
But Black Adam. We are back with Black Adam.
Yes.
We're talking about what we like.
Yes. I was saying that I liked all the characters that weren't Black Adam, like superhero wise.
Yes.
I liked I like Hawkman. I didn't know I was going to like Hawkman, but you know, he's the GOAT. He was really good. Even though he's getting his ass beat every 2 seconds.
And getting right back the every time.
He can take it. I did not know Hawkman was that strong to be facing
and more
up against.
importantly, he has drip for fucking days.
Fuck yeah,
I wore
right?
every one of his outfits, every single one.
And then what's Dr. Fate, of course. And granted, I mean, I liked Atom Smasher, I have to say. Even though every time he got big and put on his mask, he gave me Deadpool vibes and stuff. I kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Because the mask design was very. It lacked something. I feel like.
I mean, what do you want him to do with a mask as a whole?
I mean, there's the Hawkman's mask was beautiful.
His whole outfit.
All right, yeah, but you can do stuff with masks. It literally looked like he had like a bag just over his head.
Yeah, like a Watchman mask.
The rest of his actual like design in the costume was really dope. I really liked it.
it's definitely I'll give him it's definitely comic book accurate.
for sure.
Yeah.
Straight out of the comic books. So cool. And
I would prefer short sleeves, but you know, this is cool. I'll
oh god.
Trying to see those guns.
see the guns. How are you gonna have
those
an
calorie
Smasher
burners?
without the calorie burners? That's crazy. The Rock was like, no, put sleeves on him.
I know. I don't want him. I want to make him look like he can actually smash atoms.
He's like, what the fuck?
I
My
don't think the
biceps
Rock
aren't
said,
out.
I don't think the Rock said to put sleeves on him. I think he said, "What's the point?"
Did you see the Fast and Furious? He said, I want my younger version to be taller than Dom. I don't know. But yeah, I liked kind of what Chris was saying. I just liked how all the powers look. This is a really pretty movie.
That too.
It did.
It's a gorgeous film. I feel like what you were saying, the way they gave us just enough of the characters and just put them out here. I'm like, oh, okay. She has wind powers. Oh, okay. I mean, if you didn't know any of that shit, you learned it, and then the rest of the movie just happened.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Didn't have to fill up space with, all this explanation. And yeah, I mean, the special effects for the most part look great. I liked the heart of the movie. I'll just say that. They had a lot of more heart than I've seen in a lot of other Rock features. So this is probably the most ambitious one to date.
I'm just happy he didn't wear any sort of like a cardigan or whatever the fuck he wears in all the the jungle movies.
The button ups.
The button ups and everything. So I mean,
Give it time.
Yeah, next week he'll be rocking cufflinks.
Exactly. Like, okay, I need to be in human disguise. Okay.
Yeah.
He pulls it on.
He's gonna pull out his button up that's just ready to fucking pop and take somebody and just Alec Baldwin somebody.
He's gonna have shades for sure.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what's the cover that you guys already didn't say?
Say what's on your heart.
You can repeat us. That's okay.
Well, yeah, I liked every depiction of every DC character that was there. Honestly,
And that you knew of.
yeah, they did a pretty good job with that. I didn't think I was going to like Hawkman as much as I did.
Right.
I mean, I knew I was going to like Pierce Brosnan. Who doesn't like it? He was perfect.
I found out that, I mean, I'm not sure how true this is, but apparently in our interview, he was inspired to be Dr. Fate from watching Dr. Strange. Like he saw some of the movies and everything. Like he's like, I want to do that. So he got.
I honestly like the Dr. Fate a little bit better than I've liked the last
Dr. Strange.
Any of the Doctor Stranges. He seemed a bit more mystic.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Oh my God. Mystery.
Yeah.
Let's keep it on Black Adam. What the fuck?
Look, we even though like we've gotten a whole like a myriad of more movies and everything, I like the few liberties they took with it. Look, I know it's his symbol, the Ankh, but I like the usage of it. Mm-hmm. You know, I like the way he warped reality in the shape of his pajamas. I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah. They did throw a lot of little like subtle hints to like nerds, such as the mention of nth metal. They got right to to reiterate what we've been saying, they got right to the point where every single character was introduced properly. They had their 5 minutes of fame, and it was all about The Rock.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was all about The Rock.
Move
But
aside.
Dwayne.
The Rock.
forgive me,
He has
Demigod.
he has moved far past that. At least give him that.
No, he's not.
he'll always be The Rock.
He will, but I didn't see any people's eyebrows.
What was his name in the movie? What?
Black.
Ted Adam.
Ted Adam.
Yeah, Ted Adam. That's
pretty
what you
much
refer to him as it.
The Adam.
Yeah,
The Adam.
you refer to him as that. I don't know where Adam came from, but
What? Right?
Yeah, I don't think they've ever even explained that in the comics as well.
Because no one cared to ask.
That's too far in the past, man. What's it gonna matter? We
that's
good.
true. I guess it doesn't really. I guess at this, I really want to talk about things that were. I don't want to say I didn't like, but
You didn't
You
like it.
know, just before we do that, preface it. I actually enjoyed the movie. I thought it was it was a 2-hour movie, but it had a lot going on. But at the end of the day, I didn't really care. I was there for the ride, and it took me on the ride. And through all of its faults that it did have, I had a really good time watching this movie.
yeah, the movie had a lot of heart in my mind. Like I said, it had a lot of heart. It definitely, I definitely liked it a lot more than
I thought I would.
I thought I would for sure.
Especially like after this year, because I thought I wasn't sure if it was going to be right up there with Morbius, because that came out this year, right? I keep
Yeah, it
forgetting.
did.
This year's like
It did come out with that.
so like
Holy shit, that was this year?
right,
yeah.
right.
Year of our Lord.
You ever Lord the Rock?
Yes,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
and soon our president.
Exactly. but no, I'm in the ball house with Heido. Like I honestly felt a little numb. Like thinking back, like I didn't really. I'm just numb about it. Like I just have like
That's
numbing
horrible.
feeling. It is. But I have to say they had enough like shiny like little key moments and stuff that would kept my attention. Like oh okay.
It's like
Isn't that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, you're right. But I did enjoy it more than the horse that we keep beating, Thor. So I have to kind of compare it to that, at least in the aspect of they're the latest movies from competing products. But with that being said, even though we did enjoy it, this movie was not without its faults. And
Faults.
boy, did they have a lot of them that kind of added to its charm, but also took away from some of the severity that they were trying to paint.
Yeah, that last act was like, what's happening?
I don't know. Like I also didn't like the transition between like the long exposition in the beginning to the present. And at first, honestly, I'm sure I feel like I'm not the only one who felt that here, but like I felt like we were in the like this was a different planet or dimension or something, and then it goes to this weird futuristic, not future city, but it still had like flying like robotic.
Oh no, it was like Mega City 1 or something. Like they were in a different world. Like
It was showing you the police state that
this.
it came. You know, the enforcers had all the technology.
Yeah, it's just like the inner gang is the same way in the shows, in the comics. They're always flying around with little gadgets, and there's this ruffians that just go into
and apparently
countries and you're just allowed to take their resources without any intervention by any political power.
Exactly.
Which
they're over there playing with rocks and sand. What does the Justice Society care?
And they tried to make a point about that, right? They tried to add that into the spirit of the movie. This overlaying arc of you didn't care, but now all of a sudden you
a
do.
scathing criticism of the hero culture, but you know, it just that was only that.
I felt
but they only touched on it a little bit, and when they did, it kind of felt like there was something there, but they never really bothered to really flesh it out.
Yeah,
the movie was one note throughout the entire time, and I don't know about you guys, but I felt like the first maybe like
35 minutes, 40 minutes.
1/3 of the movie was was not rushed, but it was like breakneck edits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Quick camera cuts. No buildup of scenes. There's
no
just
buildup of characters.
Yeah,
like,
just
it's
dialogue.
yeah. It was like the one thing after another. No time to explain. If they did explain, it was very vague in certain points and stuff. Like to kind of just get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
And then move
honestly,
on.
I kind of appreciated that because the movie isn't about the non-powered people.
Yeah, are you sure?
No,
I was not sure at some point in this film. I was not sure who the movie was about because they showed up a lot.
We'll get to that little bastard later.
I was gonna say like with all that, I give like Clarence. Did you say how you felt about the movie?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we're talking about what we don't like. And
It was a nice.
I was gonna say,
it was a good popcorn flick. I haven't been this entertained from a DC film, and well, you know,
I don't know.
Since when?
Very long time.
Let's give a name.
No, what was the last movie that they came out with? It was Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad.
I was entertained through Suicide Squad.
Yeah, like
Yeah, the last few movies, it seems like they're going in the direction.
No, it wasn't. It was the Batman.
Is that in this universe? See, that's the thing about DC. They just
make things.
If their Batman movies aren't good, nothing that they're going to make for the rest of the year is going to be good.
You're right.
Well, I hate to break it to you.
But they're landing in a little zone of like, we're just going to put stuff out. We're going to make the movie entertaining enough with enough explosions and people that you like as a consumer. And don't worry about anything else. Just go along for the ride. It'll make sense if you want it to make sense, and it won't make sense if you don't want it to make sense because you're not going to like it anyway.
Exactly. Because if you start asking too many questions, you get like, wait a second, that person works for who?
Exactly. that is the type of movie that they're trying to dwell into. And sometimes it hits, and sometimes it fails within its own movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the tones kind of like goes in and out of like people have a stream of consciousness where 1 minute they're giving critiques of their environment, and then the other they're like being impressed by putting a cape around a 13-year-old boy like he's a 5-year-old. But yeah, I mean, they could have got themselves out of this corner a long time ago. Like this corner of we have to be the dark brooding guys because they're the funny guys. The funny guys, right?
Yeah.
Well, now they're doing it. They're doing it. Like they can kind of call it whatever they want, but they're doing.
They're doing the funny.
They're doing the funny and trying to make it dress it up like it's like something else.
Yeah.
And you know, you could have got out of this lane 3 years ago, but maybe 4. So congratulations. I'm you know, I mean they can all have this light tone, but you know, be a little more focused.
I love the way not Hawkeye. Excuse me. It's like somebody slapped my hand. Hawkman.
We always come back to daddy. We always come back to daddy.
Chilling.
Somebody slapped my hand, please. Thank you. It was bound to happen, and someone else was going to do it later on.
Yes.
I love the way they had Hawkman just act like he's a man doing a job and he's fucking tired, but he has to do the job.
Yeah.
I like that persona about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one thing that was kind of strange. Like, granted, I don't know much about the Justice Society, but they felt like more, like you said, like
they
felt
were
like
obligated
to be there. They weren't like a team of people where like they are doing this because it's the right thing to do. They do it because they are the Justice Society and they're told to do this because a man of water, because it's their job. Exactly. Which is like very different, which I kind of like and stuff. I wish they could have leaned more into that. Like this is more because they kind of just like, all right, we need a team. I'm Hawkman, so let's get I don't know, Atom Smasher.
This is the most powerful being that we've probably ever seen. So let's send 2 inexperienced people.
Listen to C Squad.
1 old guy. And you know,
well, technically, Carter Hall is like millennia-year old, right?
He's
because they didn't explain his backstory. Obviously, I think they're trying to build a new universe with maybe give him his own little like show or movie or whatever they're going to do with it. Maybe to expand on it, or maybe we were supposed to read those comics that were tied into it that we completely fucking left
I forgot
alone.
there were comics.
I did not because he doesn't look like that in the comics.
No. Remember they had DC dropped like an entire like buddy.
Oh,
comics.
that's right. Yeah, just like how they did with they did that with Flash too.
Yeah. Which I got to talk to you about that Flash but after when we get done. But within this movie, I felt like the editing hurt the comedy.
Yeah.
A little bit. What did you think of the comedy? Because I felt it was a little like sometimes the beats weren't there.
The beats weren't there, and when they were few and far apart from me, and when they were there, it kind of felt like they were taken from like 2005. Like there was a lot of Transformers like moments.
Yes.
And, like Baby Come Back is like I heard that in high school. Like why are you using that? Like they're in front of your. Like, you know,
it's made for you, you know. None of these kids know about that shit.
Yeah,
dude,
like
every time they played copyrighted music, I was just rolling my eyes. It was corny every fucking
Oh
time.
man, it was like
I was gonna say like
just what?
You said like they had someone that attached to this project, but
they had an amazing composer. She's I actually don't even know the gender of this person, but they did the I want to say last 2 OSTs for the last 2 Mission Impossibles, and those are some fucking bangers on there. And I'm like, you had you had that talent and you used like copyrighted
A
music.
lot of copyrighted
Like,
music.
where is your OST?
And when you did bring out the OST, their sound mixing at times was
so
horrible.
strange. Yeah, it was bad.
I was hoping, in my heart, I kept hoping that it was the theater.
Yeah, me too.
They
Like,
went to?
gotta be this shit.
Hopefully.
Because I don't know how many times we got to keep seeing Nicole Kidman walk up those fucking stairs.
Every time.
That imaginary ass theater. Like, what was the last two lines that she said? Because you like repeat them.
Because here
because here we are.
they are.
They are. Oh,
They
yeah,
are what?
They're
The seats are always
Perfect.
broken. Every single screen at our movie theater has at least one chair that has a fucking plastic bag over it.
because here.
At least two. In the last AMC I went to, half the screen went down so you could see behind the fucking you can see behind the wall. So we had to watch I had to watch the entire movie with that part down there. And I'm like,
you could have asked them to pull it down.
nah,
all the way.
bro, I was already sitting down.
What they failed to show us
You
that
know what I mean? Like, I was already down in the chair. Like, I was like, fuck, that's messed up. They should fix that. Here I am.
Somebody will tell them.
Somebody tell him.
Yeah.
Me and the other three people.
Nah.
But either way, yeah. By the way, don't ever talk about Nicole. I love her. She lets me be 20
That
minutes
commercial.
late to films.
I'm tired
every
of her.
time.
Like, it was fun. It was okay. Like, maybe the beginning after the pandemic was slowing down and people were going back to theaters. Sure, I get it. You want to make people feel cool going back to theaters, but every time now, every time.
She re-signed again.
Hey, her contract
Shout
is
out.
dipped in gold.
So-
Shout out.
So I was hoping, part of me is hoping that it was a movie theater that was compressing the shit out of the sound.
Yeah.
It was whoever mixed this sound just used a compressor that would just glue everything down, and different sounds would pop up in different areas.
Yeah.
So you would hear like the squish of somebody's head over the music, and then you could tell when they would like the music would rise over the sound effects and then come back down again. And it was like somebody was just sitting there with the levels like going up and down, trying to figure out
Right.
which one do you want to sound first? Do you want to hear the sound effects louder, or do you want to hear the music? And nobody could decide and make up their fucking mind.
Right, because by the time he got done with that slow motion sequence where he stepped out.
Which one?
Yeah, you're right. You're
Probably
right about
the second one.
I want to say the second one. I want to say
The one with
outside the
hell-
cave.
Yeah, yes. That was the second
By
one.
the time they got done, the crescendo, I was like, "This is the flattest thing I've ever like what." It almost takes away from the moment a little bit.
Oh, no, the impact of because he was hitting or striking people and stuff, like, it was gone. Like, everything was like muted, and like it lost its grandeur.
It had no umph to it.
Yeah.
Everything, you could have dropped a pin and it would have been louder than the fucking sound effects.
Straight up, somebody dropped their phone. I heard it like it was right next to me more than
Is
I
it
heard
yours?
sound effects in movies.
I have to say though, like my biggest gripe of this film, like besides like, what did I say before? Something like besides what I said before, my biggest gripe. I have
He
to say-
drinking.
Andrew.
'Cause I've been drinking.
I did.
I honestly, when it comes to the screenplay, I do not like the message it's trying to portray and think that it's fine.
What
I
message?
don't. The message, like, they keep trying to barrelhead like it's okay to kill as long as against people that are hurting you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the message over and over again. Like, this is like some sort of advertisement for the army or some shit. Like, it's okay to kill people.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Third eye. I
Yeah.
like it.
Like, it's
Get your Alex Jones on. Oh, God.
Come on, guys. Come on. This is the first time you've ever
this
seen
is,
it.
You see this? This is the Black Adam symbol, okay?
Actually, I don't know what this is.
Throw
They
the
never
rocks in
named
the
it.
sky, bro.
They
Throw
never
the rocks
named
into
it.
the
I don't know
sky.
what it is,
Yeah,
actually.
for those of you that are listening to the podcast, not watching it, there's a hand gesture that is significant of the hero of whatever the country was.
Not Wakanda.
Yeah, not Wakanda, which is the beginning of civilization. I'm not sure.
Condrick or Condra. Or
Conda.
Yeah.
Condar. Condra.
There's also this intent of The Rock never wanting to actually play a role other than Dwayne.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Dwayne is the role at all times in every single movie, regardless of if this character has never once heard the language of English,
Yes.
never once even spoken to anybody outside of his
outside of his place.
ancient civilization. My man had a perfect English accent.
Like, you really could not just like even this is like Chris Pratt levels of just not
giving a fuck.
not giving a fuck. Like you
Look,
really
man, it's
didn't even
okay.
like. You
It's
like
okay. You didn't have that complaint with Billy Batson. He should have had a ancient.
who?
No, we shouldn't have.
No, you should
No.
Billy Batson.
He's a
Batson,
child.
He's a child. And
American
he's
child.
from America.
Who turns to a big muscle man that came from godly places.
No,
His
but
powers came from
his
Cali.
voice is.
If we
He's
can,
from America.
If we can suspend, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. If we
No,
can
no,
suspend
stop.
Nah.
Put
You
your
don't have
gloves
to do that,
off.
King.
Put your gloves off. It's fine.
Gods turn him into the God language.
Anyway.
All right, everyone speaks English.
My
It's
man-
the universal constant.
His assistant walked in and said, "Your language teacher is here." And he said, "Who?
Yeah.
I don't need no fucking language teacher."
Yeah,
I don't learn from somebody who can't bench more than me.
And he proceeded to speak like it was crazy because everybody else around him even like attempted to do an accent, right?
Right.
You had the Australians who it was not Americans. They made that completely clear.
Very good.
Everybody was Australian. Every
Because
evil
we don't
person
do
was
that.
Australian.
Australians are
We
bad.
don't occupy foreign.
Of course not.
No. Yeah, so-
The female lead.
yeah,
the
because of where they
supporting
were.
Actors.
Yeah.
Everybody had an accent
Except for
except Dwayne.
Yeah, he was very
Because God speak English.
the true language. The one
Perhaps.
language. Yeah.
Perhaps.
That is the ancient tongue, the only tongue.
It was a little weird, like thinking about it, and maybe I'm thinking about it too much, and maybe I should stop, not care too much. But I'm like, oh, he's supposed to be this other race and everything. Like you're not. This, like they're supposed to be like Middle Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Ish. And I'm like, you're not.
The thing about rock movies,
not- and
they
this-
don't really care about stuff. So
But, like,
they're just a bunch of
in those-
like people together.
No,
I
get-
know what you're getting at, but I'm like,
and I get that in those other movies, but this one was highly apparent because the center point of the setting is the fact that it's in a different country.
Correct.
Like he comes from the ancient version of this
World,
this people,
right?
yeah, and now he's in the modern day version of those people. He's not any of those people at all.
Samoan. Yes, he is. You don't know what The Rock is.
He's not.
racially
He's everything.
ambiguous.
He's everything.
Exactly.
He's everything.
racially
He's
ambiguous.
racially ambiguous, so it's okay.
Sometimes he's black when he wants to be.
Wherever it's hot outside, that's what he is.
Sometimes he's Samoan. Exactly. There you go. He's a lot.
My biggest gripe was their characterization of Black Adam as a whole.
Who?
Black Atom.
He has a character.
You mean Ted Adam? You mean Ted Adam?
Yeah.
Ted Adam.
I always thought that he was this guy that I don't care about anything else unless it's my people,
Yeah.
and he never really gave that off.
Well, yeah, that was the whole tagline, right? You're not ready for this type of hero. And even though he kept saying, I'm not a hero,
Yeah.
I'm not a hero, and even everybody kept saying he's not a hero, he caused all this chaos and he had to be like, spoilers, he had to, whatever the story called for, it kept going back to him, like, really developing a character that was opposite of everything like that.
Yeah.
It was teetering between am I good or bad. It almost sounded like I just like killing,
Yeah.
but I'm still good.
There was a moment in spoilers. There's a moment in the film where he literally goes out his way to brutally murder someone who was already going to be murdered by the war. Like he was in the little jet bicycle, whatever, and he flew it off. I mean, he got off of it and he was going to hit the water, most likely die, right, and drown. But he had to make sure the motorcycle hit him and exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't get me wrong. This was all an excuse to just create the best, goriest
Yeah.
ways to kill somebody as Superman would.
entertaining.
It was. It actually it made a high point of the movie for me. Those action sequences were beautiful. They were
certainly beautiful spectacles.
They had to put the big label on the magic missile just so we knew that his weakness was this metal.
Yeah.
Why is this rocket blue? Huh? What's this? The sticker on it? Ethereum. Strange.
It's just very.
I don't want anybody to call it for the real
Ethereum.
name.
Me
I don't want
either.
anybody to call it the real name. Everybody just call it something different.
Rockaninium.
Rockaninium. I'm gonna put it right out there, man. I didn't like the kid.
that kid.
I did not like the kid. I did not like his whole.
I don't like.
Just like the kid from Power Rangers, the first movie.
Oh no, he was way worse than that kid. I
been a
actually,
while.
by the end, I was like, yeah, Tom. I guess Tom, he can be a little Gold Ranger. He went to but this kid, no, like I don't like anything about him. The second Black Adam wakes up, he's like, hey, VR Savior, hey, look at all these comic books. You can make money. You can be a superhero. I'm
He
like,
just would
bro.
not like this man. I know he knows of superheroes and everything, but this is a scary man who's been sealed
he's in
for
a costume.
5,000.
He's in a costume. Costumes aren't scary.
This man doesn't
apparently
know.
not.
Does the kid know about superheroes, or the blackness know about superheroes?
What?
The who?
Black Adam.
No, I mean, the Black Adam doesn't, but like he
The
does.
kid. I'm saying that the kid had like he's loaded with comic books all the time.
Yeah.
I just didn't like
that
the
make character.
Yeah, I just didn't like the kid. I thought the kid was like a component to the movie that just complicated things.
I mean, I understand what he is. He's supposed to be a representation of his child, and the reason why The Rock is going to be attached to him is because of that. It reminds him of his kid.
I get that.
With that being said, it was an unnecessary character to keep going back to over and over again and give him so much.
That's what made me afraid after a while, because I thought that he was eventually going to be a part of the action. I thought he was going to give his ability, like Adam's going to separate his abilities, just like Shazam did for his siblings, to the kid, because it's happened before.
Oh no, it's his. Mine.
Yeah, no,
mine.
He's like, no one else will outshine me.
No,
here. I just I don't know. I get that. I just felt like, okay, well, the kid inspired him somehow to do something. This kid, he was just in the way. Everywhere he was, this child was in the way. And when he wasn't like in Black Adam's face, he was like whipping the entire country into a frenzy. They're very reactionary. It easily led to violence, by the way.
That's what I was gonna say. I do not like the people in this city at all. How, like, I get it, they are under like mercenary rule or whatever. I get it. But it scared me when they were just like praising Black Adam for murdering these people, like
and destroying
their home like
repeatedly.
Exactly.
I mean, if they've been ensnared and enslaved for 27 years, I don't think they would care at this point.
No, the funny thing is that the streets were completely clean. Everything, buildings were up. There was no garbage anywhere to be seen.
Right.
And
they
then
got shot.
And then Dwayne comes in, destroys the city, and everybody's cheering.
Right. 12 buildings. You blew up an historic mountain. You blew up like
doesn't use a front door.
Doesn't ever use a door.
I have to say, I will like, speaking to that, like, I wonder why they didn't like put any more emphasis that it's a bad thing that these people are in this city.
Yeah.
They just said, oh, they need to be free. Free from what? Everyone seems to be just doing what they would be
Everyone
doing.
seems to come and go as they please.
Exactly.
And once he like flexed the 4 guards that were occupying this country, that was just like it. Until it came time to chase the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, and let me tell you something. The guy, the bad dude.
Yeah.
They know who to get for a check. He's like, they saw Aladdin and they were like, oh, he's the evil red big guy at the end. Okay. Yeah, let's just call him up.
Is he Jafar in Aladdin?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why the second I saw him, I'm like, it wouldn't be that on the nose, would it? And here I am. I stand corrected. So that was great. The parts like that play into the movie's charm. Not in the way they want to, but I like the movie a little more for like, oh, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah. You don't care.
He's in the room the whole time.
Exactly.
I would have appreciated if they did a little bit more with the opposition to Black Adam, not just say, here's the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. It was like, oh, you think you're bad? We're going to show you someone better. Who's better than Black Adam?
The setup was great. To me, the setup for it was fine. Mm-hmm. But, we all fumble sometimes.
Yeah. I was like, I wasn't sure if the movie was going to be ending soon. Like when he just died and everything, like, what's going to happen next? Like, oh, okay, there it is. All right. I was like, I'm like, you almost got me. You almost thought that Shazam was going to be the bad guy at the end, kind of.
Another thing, I just felt like the movie was a little longer than...
Oh, definitely.
Because like that whole segment...
In the beginning?
Where, towards... Well, that one too.
Towards the end where you think it's going to finish and he's just going to go willingly.
Exactly. I'm like...
And
he could have just... Yeah.
And just go in the closet and just wait till he's called.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the movie could probably be a little shorter if they didn't like spend so much time. Like they had to... Hawkman could have got his ass beat a few less times so we can get to the actual like... thing, because
he never put his head down. He kept that shit up.
Yo, like shout out to my man. He's stronger than I remember, but I'm with that.
Like they really, really did not need like that whole open. Like I knew I was in for it when I saw that open, because the signs of a bad film or a film that is going to have some bad shit in it when it opens up with narration.
Yo, like
as soon as you see
minutes,
that,
it felt like
like they did in Transformers, they do it here, they're doing all these other like.
And the mixed quality on that voiceover
Terminator
was
2 started with
really
narrating.
bad.
Man.
Terminator 2 started with narration.
Well, a blind squirrel finds him that every once in a while.
Yep. And for 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that long. I can't remember. But.
Yeah, like it wasn't 20 minutes. I will remember.
Don't you dare bring up Terminator in this. okay, a successful
I won't do it
good
again.
film.
I won't do it again.
What are you talking about?
Anytime
Have you
soon.
seen the audience score? This is at a 90%. This is peak cinema right here.
Yeah.
With that,
Dwayne bots.
I think with that being said, we can give our final thoughts on the movie. Actually, before we do that, shout out to our boy Carlton Hoyles, who
Being the body double of the god himself.
yes,
Oh
he
my
was
God.
stunt team. He was The Rock's skinny body double. So shout out to him.
Good shit.
What?
That's right.
Fucking awesome.
He had 95% of his body as the main focus of the screen.
You were the Rock's vessel. No one else can say that.
You're the best version of The Rock.
Exactly.
Not many people can say that.
With that being said, any final thoughts on the movie?
If I'm gonna be the only one in the room with standards, because this is a suckfest over here.
Standards.
I'm sorry, I'm putting the fucking cape on. I felt like
Just like Vin Diesel. Go ahead.
if this movie, that's right, because I'm team Vin, I'm team Marvel, so that's double. I don't even like what I saw. No, the movie was fine, but I felt like, if it took you 15 years to make something, and then you come out with something that's just as good, if not like right there with Morbius, then I have to while I did overall enjoy myself, and I'm not gonna go like I would never see this movie again. Like, this is not Love and Thunder here. I would probably watch this movie like 4 more times. Mm-hmm. But I feel like in terms of effort with the DCEU or whatever the fuck he's trying to do, it was just a subpar movie that is a little old fashioned to the point with the portal in the sky. He gets the actual costume at the end, the
hero being a copy of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that shit would have been one of the gangbusters if it was on HBO Max.
I mean, yeah, but that's like the low bar. So I just feel like this was not. It wasn't. It was a popcorn. It was like Aquaman, but like just a little bit less. Like it was very pretty. Most ambitious rock film I've ever seen to date. And I did like this one more than I like the others. But I felt like if you want me to stack it with the other DC like films that I've seen so far, not even close.
No.
Man of Steel, not even close to Batman v Superman, not even close to. Well, I'll just stick with those because those are the ones that were. And Wonder Woman too. It's just down here. Like, it was entertaining, but I feel like 15 years on a project, like, what was the extra time spent on?
And I like that. I like the cockiness that he had by having an entire slow motion fight scene where he purposely destroyed every single DCU hero.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my God.
It's like, fuck all this. Wonder Woman, Batman.
Every poster, every action figure of
Got
those guys
zapped.
were
Superman's head got punched through at one
exactly.
point. It's cool.
stabbed the Flash right in the neck.
I'm coming for you guys.
Someone should. That was the most accountability I've seen the Flash get in a long time. At least pinch the bitch. You know what I mean? Somebody do it.
That would have been funny if he would just popped out of the poster.
Yeah.
You trying to fight?
Yeah, you want to fight?
You want to go? You want to fight?
Say, keep going. You may want to kill yourself before I do it, okay?
All right, bye.
Bye.
He's gonna make a YouTube video for The Rock.
Oh my God.
I saw what you did.
With that being said, what would you rate this film?
I would give this movie like 6.5 retinitanium necklaces out of 10.
Next, okay.
How about you, Clarence?
I'll give it a 7 crump erythium chains out of 10.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
go ahead.
I'd give it about the same, about 7 Amanda Waller drones, holograms
Okay.
out of 10.
Fuck. All right.
Yeah. After I stole your line.
You did. I'll give.
As I told Christopher, as I stole his line.
This is a one-woman show.
All right. I'm like caught between like 5.5 and 6, so I'm gonna go. I want to be the sassy one. I'll go 5.5. Wizards making mistakes and giving people power out of
Dead dirty
10.
wizards.
Yeah, dead dirty wizards.
He was impressed by a television in the mirror. And he blew his rockets for an hour.
He found time to create his own spaghetti western scene,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was
That first time.
fantastic. Why
Why would he even perceive anything that's going on there?
Who
It's to
cares?
show you that he also has a fun side to him.
He's 5,000 years
David-
old.
They even had the whistle track, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to his interaction with young Billy, and I'm looking forward to
young Billy.
Yeah, young Billy.
I don't young.
Not no more.
That's a grown ass man.
Billy, I'm looking forward to Billy Batson meeting Black Adam.
He's gonna have a fucking a Newport single.
Hey,
he better be at the like.
I heard you Shazam too.
Black Adam better be at the end of Shazam Fury. Like
Yeah.
he has to at this point.
Yeah.
They can be I don't know, DC whatever. They could be that. Like I need that. Now.
We didn't say the best reveal.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
He's back.
I was gonna say don't
Hopefully.
spoil it, but
No,
let's go.
it's
Fuck
everywhere. It's everywhere.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that?
I think it's great. I think it was cool to see him in the costume. I hope it lasts longer than this feature.
To see him in the costume, actually hearing the fucking Superman song. I don't know why they like. Granted, say the Josh Whedon Justice League terrible, yes, but at least they used the song. Okay, I'll give them that. If anything,
You're
because
easily impressed. I like it.
I want.
We
if
all
you're gonna
like
have
Black Adam here.
That movie was stacked with a whole bunch of good looking dudes, man.
Was Henry Cavill's chin CGI'd on there? Because that shit looked real cut.
When
That
he,
motherfucker
before,
looked
That's
like it
just
was
him.
flexing.
That's just him. Nah,
Yeah, that's
man.
just him.
Nah.
Fucking like-
That's his smile. That's his resting face.
I had
what
a
a
quick-
PC being a PC nerd gets you. All right.
I had a quick reflex.
Master race.
Whenever
Fine.
before he stepped out of that darkness, I started to be afraid. Like, are they gonna leave his head black? I started to be scared. I was like, no.
They're gonna lower the camera.
Yeah.
It could have been Nicolas Cage.
It could have been. If it was Nicolas Cage, that'd been great.
Yeah. But cool.
Moving
Yeah.
on to somebody else who could have also been Nicolas Cage. We also watched Halloween Ends. For that one, we decided to keep it at home, cozy,
Rightfully
because
Yeah.
thank God.
You were right. Heido, thank you so much for suggesting that because you were right.
Listen,
we
I'm
dodged
down
the
for
bullet.
whatever.
I'm glad you knew. I didn't know it was streaming. I would have said the same thing.
I wasn't sure.
without missing a beat.
Yeah, I got cussed out yesterday by Chris from the tap room. He was like, "Why the fuck are you going to the movie theater to watch that? It's streaming." I was like, "Is that bad?" He goes, "Why are you paying for that?"
What do you mean it's that bad? It's Michael Myers.
Moving right into this one slaughterfest to another. It's been a day of murder all around.
And mayhem.
Yeah.
And Halloween kicks off with another entry into the long line and rebirth of everybody's favorite serial killer, Michael Myers.
And serial killer. Laurie, what's her last name?
Laurie
Strode.
There you go.
Laurie Strode.
Laurie Strode.
This is the final culmination of the recent Halloween trilogy.
One can hope.
Hopefully.
I really hope so. But like I said, I didn't see the remains. They didn't put it in the bag and then burn it. So who knows?
So
This movie, it's come out. We've finished it all. What do you guys? I'm trying to keep it light before we get to it.
Are we gonna do
I have never had a good time watching a Michael Myers movie, and this is no exception.
Wow.
I
did you
enjoyed
like?
H2O.
So did I. I mean, Busta Rhymes,
I'm
iconic.
I'm mad that the H2O is not in this universe because
No.
I feel like that is the actual.
It's like 3 different
And-
universes.
Right. If you're gonna reel back in all these doofy ass citizens from wherever the fuck, you couldn't give Busta Rhymes a check. Like
Nope.
that's crazy. He's all fat now. That'd have been cool.
I want to know where the fuck Michael Myers is at because he ain't in America. He ain't down south. Everyone got guns.
This is Illinois.
There's Illinois.
Yeah,
everyone
but
got
he's in
guns.
Illinois.
Not in
Everyone
this
got
part.
guns.
Not in that part.
Yeah.
He ain't
This
in
is
Chi- he ain't in
Southern
Chicago.
Illinois.
Oh, he's in Naperville. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have guns over there.
Honest, like I and I'm the one I love horror movies. Halloween's has always been like kind of it's all right for me. It's nothing like Jason or Freddy that can it's always there's a lot of supernatural shit, so there's always something entertaining about them. And I like the first 2 of this trilogy. Like I love Kills a lot. Kills is a roller coaster of just everything. It is great.
Damn right.
But this, it was just, it took, as we kept saying throughout the movie, it just kept turning to a whole different direction
Literally.
of trilogy. I'm not sure what trilogy they thought this movie was for. It wasn't for this one. This is not a cap to this trilogy at all. I don't understand what they were going to.
I want the YouTube boys to crack it open and show us with the Star Wars films that they were alternate versions of the ending, and maybe a director got scrapped and they had to go with this guy because this was like so left field for what we've seen.
It felt like there was a one draft for one idea, and we kept saying this theory because it felt like all the pieces fell in place for it to be this. It would be dumb, but it would make sense. But then it was like, nah, it's this. Just kidding. Remember that? It was like this the whole time.
They kept bringing in new ideas, and then like reneging on them and going back and reiterating them.
They never committed.
They would bring them back, and then they'd be like, no, never mind. We're gonna go this way. No, maybe we should go this way. It's like when you're walking down a path and you just keep deciding, nah, I don't like this path. Let's go to that one. So you cross through this field full of ticks and fucking vipers just to get over to the other side, just to realize you don't want to be on this path either. So let's go back to the other one.
Right, back to the ticks and vipers.
I thought that Black Adam had like weirdness and rushness in the story that they were trying to tell, because Black Adam also was trying to tell like a love story, a friendship story, and all kinds, like story 3 different things, right?
A lot of shit.
It's about family.
This one just like couldn't decide where the fuck it wanted to go.
No, and then,
or the message. It opened with this crazy ass sequence. I mean, it was crazy.
I will give it that. It left me like with my mouth agape.
Same.
My mouth
it shocked you.
open.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And one thing that kept throwing me off, like, granted, these characters aren't like, they're not fleshed out characters. Besides, like, maybe Lori. Lori's like the only probably fleshed out.
But not even her, because it's a whole different universe, right? Like,
it's supposed to be the same Lori from the first one, but this time around, it's not. Like, they're not related, and then like she's a crazy person,
right? But you know what's funny though, that they go back, even in Halloween Kills, it's the same thing. Like, they go back to like reiterate that she is like this. She's been prepping the entire time, just like she did in H2O and all the other films that are no longer canon.
No,
it's like, but it's the same Lori from those films, but almost like she had amnesia, and like those films didn't happen in her mind.
Right. No, like, you're not supposed to see, like, you're just supposed to assume this has been her life after, but all that other shit didn't happen.
Yeah.
I hate her daughter. I hate her granddaughter.
That's what I was her. Yeah. Like, I was trying to get at, like, why is everyone, like, everyone in this town experienced the same thing like Lori and the daughter and everything did. But that they still pretend like it's all Lori's fault. Or they still like they do weird things, like they never learned anything in the last movie, especially the daughter. I mean, the granddaughter. The granddaughter, like, you've been there this whole time, and you're still fucking up for whatever reason, trusting people that you shouldn't, that there's red flags all around them that maybe you should hang out with. Like, no, they want to do it anyway.
She can fix them.
Insanity. These people have the lowest self-awareness ever. Like, they are just lemmings, like just running into danger
head first. And you know, it just, no, I don't want to get to that part yet. Are we complaining? Can I complain?
I was gonna say
we're still saying what we like.
Just
I don't even think we even started with
I don't think we
liked.
said anything that we liked.
Like, we were just describing how we
right.
overall felt like the film, but if you want to go with what everyone liked, if anything,
I think we all liked the killing sequences. I think they're the same. They're the same, but like,
I enjoyed how they had him like off screen and like just completely silent, even when he was doing something. I liked that.
I know what part you're talking about.
I felt like they just fucked up the audio. And like, oh shit! Well,
oops, it was working in their favor.
We forgot to put it back in.
You know what? Don't put it in. Actually, that's good. That it doesn't make any noise.
And I liked how they were Highlanders.
Like that. That was the one part that I like, only because of how fucking goofy it was. Like that.
I like
that's why I enjoyed it.
But I hated that they didn't follow through with it.
No, exactly. Like, if you're gonna like we were saying, like, if you're gonna do it, go all the way.
Yeah.
It's the last film. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, no one's gonna complain if out of nowhere he actually literally gets power from killing people, which it looked like that's what they were going for.
At one point, it literally looks like he did.
This movie did two things, and it very quickly tried to open up a path to they even kind of touch on it in the intro right after the first opening sequence, where they say that due to what happened in Halloween Kills, that everybody's kind of like getting some kind of like evil radiation, and people are like turning on each other, and like they try to like set out this like world where like it's spreading through the town,
like
and
it's access,
crazy.
Like, fear and evil is spreading and infecting people.
And then they go so far as to try to like duplicate that and show like an actual like transfer of like essence and evil into somebody, but then they immediately go back to kind of like taking that away.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately.
They immediately go backtrack to like, oh shit, people want to see, before we get into spoilers, people want to see this thing happen, so let's just do that.
Right. It's like they remember it halfway through.
Like,
yeah, we have to.
We still need to do that.
We talked about it only for the last,
3 movies.
Yeah.
And I think if they would have went with the other thing, it would have been a far greater movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
If you had committed to whatever else you were trying to set up,
Like,
you
fuck
might,
it.
yeah, you fuck it. Just do it all. Go balls to the walls.
This could have been the second movie.
The last movie could have been the ending.
This could have been your Fast and Furious 4. And then you could have Fast 5, 6, 7, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
6, 7, 8, 10.
I would have loved the message to come together like the way this movie was, and how like evil is spreading, and in the second movie, everyone comes together and just mudhole stomps evil.
Well, they tried.
Yeah, and then this time it doesn't get back up. This time it doesn't get back up and fall into a
He got
sewer.
up and started power bombing people.
He got his second health bar, guys. Okay, have you not played Injustice? Like he got.
You're right, stage
No, he just
transition.
got to half.
He got that.
He just got to half.
Yeah.
And then he got up and had to show him what was. I'm still convinced he got murdered right then and there.
That was okay. Are we gonna go to like? Should we go to just
Yeah,
spoilers?
because I don't think we had any. Did anybody actually like anything about this movie?
No,
Like,
I mean, I was pretty straightforward, not even in a joking manner. I liked the last two, straight up. I
Yeah.
thought they were goofy and fun. The last one was just fun as shit. I didn't stop laughing.
It was
for
a
while.
great time.
Great time. But this was, again, like too many detours, too many. There's a lot going on.
It is.
Hard to catch on to any of it.
I said
because-
my piece. I don't like these movies.
I'm a person. I love horror movies, and it takes a lot to make me not like one. And this one was it. I don't like this. I didn't. The only enjoyment I had was watching with you guys. That's how I enjoyed it. I couldn't imagine watching it by myself. I would probably went to sleep.
I can't either.
Yeah,
I've been asleep.
You were right there.
You were close.
Hey,
How long was I staying?
Shout out.
Hey, Jamal was awake the whole fucking day.
Oh my god,
The whole day.
We watched 2 movies, ate pizza, and drank quite a bit. Actually.
Still drinking.
And we're still drinking, and we're still gonna keep drinking.
And then here I am. Here I stand.
Kicking and
You,
pushing.
sir, such your Sam.
You showed us.
out of this day.
Yeah.
I think more of you Tondro niggas now.
We will persevere. I hope I'm enough.
Wait until the show ends. We'll see how long you guys last.
Oh, no. I'm out of here. I'm holding on, and then I'm gonna fall apart, just like this movie in the third act. There's a lot to say about the movie that I just didn't like. I mean, it's not that I didn't like it; it was funny to watch, but it took an hour and a little over an hour before he saw Michael Myers.
Yeah, I was right. I made a prediction.
He made a prediction, and he was 100% correct.
Dude,
was like,
the gift of
God
prophecy,
damn.
bro. Do you have a third eye? You've been on fire today.
When it comes to certain things, yeah.
This last 2 movies have made it a point to create this caricature of characters. Everywhere from Big John, Little John to Willie the Kid, the town DJ that plays his music all through records for some fucking reason.
Right.
Why were they
In
trying
the
to make
year
you
of
feel
our Lord.
sympathetic to this killer?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait, what?
Why do they try to make you feel sympathetic to Michael Myers Jr.?
Yeah, they spent a lot. Well, they always do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like look at this psychotic kid. Look at how the world has caused them to become this great evil.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
your fault.
Yeah. Even though he did something, like, that's your fault to keep harping on it. How dare you? He's just trying to get a job and make it through, even though he didn't go to jail for the rest of his life. You know,
Like some other
he's a
people
good
would.
kid, just had an unfortunate mishap. Dude, that was a year ago.
That kid was a little shit.
I mean, he was, but he was tripping though.
He earned it.
Fuck that kid.
He earned that fall. Okay.
He earned all of it.
He earned all that shit. Like
Did his body pop up? Did anyone else see that? Like
Yeah.
when he his body.
Boom. That was a great wrestling show.
like the kid went out his way to set up this entire scene. Like Michael Myers actually came in and took it. I thought Michael was back.
Me too. I thought, damn, is the kid
yeah.
helping him?
Exactly. Like I don't know. Like
Someone was.
That would have been a better if that kid would have sacrificed that Michael Myers Jr. to Michael Myers in that attic. That would have been a way better movie.
We'd have taken off. Yeah, we would have taken off to another level.
no. This
The pacing
it
was
odd. Boring. Yeah, it was odd. It was weird.
this forced love story between a psychopath and a trauma patient was
Yeah.
Two
odd.
psychopaths.
Yeah,
She's
they're
fucking
both.
crazy.
She's fucking.
Well, yeah, she's got PTSD.
And stupidity.
I don't understand how. Like, granted, don't get me wrong. This character has been doing stupid shit since the first film. Like, she's been on her shit, not believing her mother at all. Like, just doing whatever. Granted,
Awful fucking character.
I thought after two, after two movies, she would have like understand like her mom was. If your mom's saying some shit, she's right. That's why I was confused. Like, why is everyone thinking Laurie's crazy now? She did not. Like, everyone kept thinking that Laurie poked the bear and made Michael kill everyone.
Victim blaming.
Like, yeah, they kept.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like, oh, you should just. Well, he killed everybody because you didn't let him smash. You should just let him smash. Like that. That's what the public would do, right? They would take a story. Yeah. They would contort it. I didn't have an issue with that. I had an issue with this band nerds that were just bullies.
Yo, what was going on with these band nerds?
This is what happens when you let wokeness run wild.
I mean, I hate to agree, but yeah.
The roles have switched. It was really weird.
We have a grown-ass man getting beat up by like 14-year-old band nerds.
Yo, buddy was badass with that drumstick. Put out that knife. He said, "That shit out of my face."
Yeah, he knocked it out of his hand, and then he used it to choke him. That was the coldest shit I've ever seen. One of them, you spilled milk on my Letterman's jacket, you little punk ass bitch. Get the bitch. What's wrong with you? You know who we are?
I play the drums.
I play the drums.
First chair, bitch.
Concuss.
Read about me.
It would have been great if it was just like a Mortal Kombat character who pulled out cymbals and
I know, right? She should put out two drumsticks and stuck them in his ears.
Oh my god,
getting bullied by Stomp the Yard over here.
Not even, man. They were wearing Letterman jackets. They had their band
the
outfits
band
on.
Letterman jackets, mind you.
So weird. Laurie, who can sense evil, I guess, introduced this weirdo into her home, and then her daughter her granddaughter went on this really weird, like, natural born killers arc with this guy. And they were both bonding over killing homeless people.
Who she literally just met
like a day ago.
Yeah,
both of them
literally walked up to her and said, "I've killed someone," and she said.
She was moist.
So, like, don't get me wrong. It kind of gives me the whole, like, well, the reason why she attached to him so quickly is because of what he did.
Right. We tried to work that out during the middle of the movie where we were like, her PTSD, like.
I guess.
But at the same time.
It was not real. Yeah, like, she went in deep. And
deep cover.
And don't get me wrong, we don't have enough time to, like, try to make it gradual. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, it was unnatural. It didn't feel right.
2 hours ain't enough?
No.
Honestly, no.
I mean, everybody in this movie was just acting
weird.
The most.
Yeah.
Laurie just watching Buddy sleep and like telling him, I know that you're evil, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. And then she disappears. They all disappear.
Yeah, they have
Michael
ninja
Myers.
feet. Yeah, they all have ninja feet. They're all Michael Myers. The guy was sleeping on the fucking blood spot where the fucking kid
who he murdered.
He's just sleeping in there. It was really, really, really strange stuff. I mean, I honestly don't get the point now, having seen everything up to introducing all these goofy ass characters.
Why?
It like just to what? Say they were there?
Yeah.
Like
you had this guy, you had this brand new character that if you wanted to, you should have introduced the last movie. Okay.
No, I think it could have worked, but they just had to decide what they wanted to do with him.
No, like if there was no like how they set him up and at the end result, it didn't make no difference at all. Like at the end, of the day, he just died. I wasn't sure where they were going, and he killed himself. And after the end of the day, fucking Michael took over his job anyway. If he was going to be Michael, I wanted him to be Michael.
Yeah,
he didn't kill himself.
What do you mean? What, Michael killed him?
Yeah,
he was going to die anyway.
Then why'd he get back up?
I don't know, because the movie doesn't know how people die.
Because the movie doesn't know how to end.
They don't know. They don't know how Halloween ends.
Ends in the name, but it doesn't know how to end.
And this is the least Halloween, like in Halloween the setting. Like I felt there was nothing.
Nothing. No decorations.
No decorations.
There was some pump. There's a jack-o'-lantern.
I mean,
in the opening,
like that could be in September if anything. Like it didn't feel like Halloween Kills. It felt like Halloween Night. That's what made it cool.
Yeah,
straight up.
It made it scary.
The only reason why we knew it was Halloween is because a big ass sign popped up on the screen that said October 31st.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only reason.
Yep.
At first, I'm like, when are we?
Halloween. It was an adult Halloween.
There was no adults out there being slutty, so it was not.
Right.
I didn't see a single ass crack or a thong sticking out.
Well,
there was no sexy firemen. There was no sexy cops.
No nurses.
Nothing. The only nurses that were fucking their boss.
Yeah.
That's
only the one. And then I guess the family of the the family from the opening sequence who lost their kid. They just all frequent the same bar forever.
And
There's one bar.
Just the one bar.
just the one bar in town. I guess overall, what disappointed me the most, we were talking about this when the first movie came out. I just wanted it to be absolutely ridiculous in the next film because we peaked in kills, and I guess I thought maybe we could get. I mean, I didn't know it was peak at time. I thought we can go even further, but that was
We
it.
had the possibility.
We had
Because
Sure.
yeah.
They didn't want to take any shot.
No, they were scared. They were like, "Ha, no."
Yep. They kept going up to the edge, but never would jump.
Yeah.
And I think if they would have just jumped, it would have been a successful movie. Whichever way they would have just decided to go in.
Exactly.
Just give him anime powers, man. Let him do hand signs and travel through the shadows. Let him shoot out souls from his hands, Kamehameha styles. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
What was the movie? Jason Dies or Jason Kills?
Goes to hell.
Jason Goes to Hell. That's the movie they wanted to do. Just do that. Just do Jason Goes to Hell.
Right, where you pass on the shit to somebody else
Fuck it.
or whatever. Like
Or
But then Halloween couldn't end.
Or you put the stamp on Halloween ends and Halloween Forever is now, and you make him demonic, and you go full throttle with the supernatural. You stop implying that he's just a man when you've shown us over and over again that he is not.
Right.
That was
The blood's
the
getting into
longest.
drinking water. Everyone's going to turn into Michael Myers. It's going to be a horde of them.
Yeah, like that last killing, like that. It was so weird seeing them just absolutely just murder this. Like he should be dead, but he just keeps coming back. Like there's with no rhyme or reason. Like I get it, but it was just goofy and not the good way.
And what was their response to him always coming back, Chris?
What was there?
At the very end, what did they decide to do with his lifeless body?
It was like, we're gonna make sure that he doesn't come back ever again. They put his fucking body in a it's not a wood chipper, but like a metal.
It's one of those. It's a grinder.
Metal grinder.
Yeah, at a pawn shop or at a chop shop.
Yeah, the chop shop. Yeah.
We had an idea that that's what they were gonna do because they showed us this thing in the beginning of the film.
They kept showing
right after the gruesome murder of this child. They showed that thing at least twice, full view. Like oh, that must be.
Yeah, this movie was on the nose 24/7.
100%.
I knew Willie the Kid was gonna die for talking shit.
I knew that when they showed him to be black. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no.
He's out of here. Give
It
him a
was the
second.
turtleneck that did it for me.
Give him a second. Michael's gonna walk right in there, clean him right up.
Yeah, they,
I mean, not Michael.
the entire town decided to have a funeral procession for the body of Michael Myers.
Hold on. Even though they just what was this last year they went through a Michael Myers attack?
No, 4 years.
It was supposed to be 4 years ago.
Why does everybody still have their front doors unlocked?
Because this town doesn't learn.
What I told
Right.
you that Michael Myers has the ability, just like many of them, his ability to just open doors,
Right.
no matter what.
He'll
Yeah.
get in.
Or he knows where the door is unlocked at for
Right.
some reason.
He's like, this window has a.
When the franchise first started, John Carpenter made a really good effort to kind of portray a real life
Serial killer.
the Night Stalker, Robert Ramirez. I forget his name, but the Night Stalker, the real serial killer who would murder people at night. Because if you left your front door open, he would walk in and kill you, and you would be saved if it was locked.
Yeah.
This is kind of everything. Every time I've seen a Halloween movie, it always reminds me of that, the Night Stalker, right? The Night Stalker case, and this town doesn't learn to lock their fucking doors.
No. Or
Get guns. Or anything.
As we can see, they seem to be perpetually, like maybe the town is cursed. They seem to be perpetually out of time. That's why we get like these 50s, 40s, like DJs and everything. Or,
Is this town in the Appalachian? Like everybody's just inbred and is kind of just.
Shit, it has to be. I mean, maybe they lost all their guns last year. Same with all their firemen,
And the
all
police.
medical staff, and the police.
They were all in that mob that tried to attack him 4 years ago.
they all
yeah, they
died.
got
The
fucking
guns were walking around like Fantasia.
They got fucking bodied. That's what happened. This movie, I will say one thing. I guess this is something that I liked about the movie. I did like when we actually got to the fight between Laurie and Michael. Like, even though they showed half of it in the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
I just felt like
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I was like, all right.
That's all we needed. The movie could have been way shorter, and we could have got rid of half the characters. All we wanted was just Laurie and Michael.
And more kills,
At
please.
the end of the day, that's all we wanted.
We are good then. We ready to give the Scooby-Doo ass movie
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
2.
Damn.
2 knives. Out of 10.
2 knives.
All right, you're going this way.
Okay. 4 fingers. Michael's 4 fingers. Or
He had 2. Well,
Yeah,
he had 3 technically.
No, you know what? I'll go for 3 because just to be appropriate. 3 fingers out of 10 because this movie's just.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 tongues skipping on a record player out of 10.
I'm just really sad because it was supposed to be the other way around. Like I was waiting for this. I didn't give a fuck.
This to be good.
I didn't give a fuck about Black Adam. That's what hurts me more.
Yeah.
I always told myself if Black Adam would be anything like Man of Steel, I'm going to be pleasantly entertained. And it was like halfway there. So I was entertained.
Yeah. It just needed that cinematography. It would have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the boss ass score.
Yeah. Oh, when they actually put
an actual score, which you had the capabilities to do for some reason. And I also want to say before we finish that, like they had no faith in this movie, did it? Because like the second that like Black Adam dropped, there were like clips all over YouTube of the fights, like Black Adam versus the JSA. Like, did you guys think it was gonna bomb? Like,
I think they did.
there are clips fucking everywhere. It was like day 2, but anyway, yeah.
No faith. But what about?
We were getting to you with your score.
I did.
We're getting to you.
3 tongues skipping on a record player.
Yeah.
God damn, what was my?
He was asleep.
What was it? No, I was. How long was I staring?
30 minutes.
Oh God!
Beep the horn next time.
Beep the horn. Yeah, beep the horn next time, guys. I was gazing into the
the future.
I would.
Halloween Forever. Is that? Are you seeing our next review?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
It's Halloween Nexus. It's coming. Promise you, because they didn't burn. They didn't take the remains after it went through the machine.
Should they scooped up the remains?
They should have scooped up the chunks and burned them.
Someone's going to
again.
drink the Michael Myers chum and turn into him, okay?
Absolutely.
Halloween Eternium.
Halloween. I will give this movie. Damn, I actually had a fucking thing. I will give this movie 3.5. Damn it!
I was going to 3.5 band bullies.
Oh my God!
Drumsticks through an eye.
There was one kill that really stood out to me. I hate I'm gonna fucking go by and not get it, but I'll for the sake of wrapping this thing down, I'll give this movie 3.5. Weird ass. 3.5 fucking. No, that's too crazy.
Come on.
3.5. 3.5 negligent babysitters out of 10.
Okay. Okay.
Because my man was wild. That scene is so sharp.
I would never let a 5-year-old watch The Thing.
Never, ever.
He was really scared. Me too.
He was very scared.
He was very scared.
And you should have been more. Honestly, the look of that boy, you should have been more.
He said, "You think I'm your friend, bitch ass dude? Who are you? Who are you?
Ugly ass fucking babysitter."
I'll tell you who he is. The last person you're gonna see. Last person you're gonna see alive.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today, and that's gonna be it. Tell him the Man in Black sent you. Oh, shit. Well, damn. With that being said, this has been another Thirst Quencher. If you like what you've seen here, please like and subscribe. Tell us what you think. Did you guys like Black Adam? Did you think it was a game changer?
Are we biased because we like comic books and Michael Myers isn't a comic book?
Yeah,
were these both 3 out of 10 movies?
Did you think this was a good cap to the Halloween franchise again?
Yeah. Do you think this was a justified end
or
to the trilogy?
Or are you just bloodthirsty for more?
Or are you just like me and Michael Myers is garbage?
Or are you Michael Myers and you killed this franchise?
I feel like we're all Michael Myers a little bit, actually.
I think Clarence is Michael Myers. He keeps just stabbing into this franchise like no other.
That's crazy.
Mercilessly.
I've watched the most Michael Myers movies with you guys.
Just like that dude that looked like the Riddler kept stabbing into that girl's womb. But thank you for joining us in the Third Quencher. My name is Just1. You can follow me at Just_Uno on Twitter and Instagram.
I am King. You can follow me at King Creates X, all K's, no C's, on Instagram, Twitter, and or TikTok.
You can follow me at Stooge Prime on Twitter.
And you can follow me at Artasumo on Instagram and Twitter, and I guess TikTok. Yeah, I don't know.
We get that.
Might put some stuff on there.
And you can follow us on everywhere at the Thirsty Nerds Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. Your Farmers Only.
LinkedIn.
OKC,
Farmers
Parlor,
Only.
Plenty of Fish, Black Planet.
When Kanye buys it, then we'll get on. Black Planet for sure. You know. That being said, guys,
All right.
peace.
Peace
We're
out.
here.
Happy Halloween, nerds.
Happy Halloween.